If the Kansas City Chiefs want another Super Bowl run, they need to fix one major issue: protecting Patrick Mahomes. And no, this isn't just another generic offensive line needs improvement take. This is a serious problem. Last season, Mahomes was blitzed, pressured, and sacked more than ever before. The only time he faced more heat was back in his first full season as a starter. That's not just a random stat, it's a major red flag. Because as great as Mahomes is, even he can't keep pulling off miracles if he's constantly running for his life. Mahomes is the Chiefs' biggest investment. His health and longevity determine the future of this franchise. It's not just about next season, it's about keeping him upright for the next decade. The Chiefs' success starts and ends with him, and that means making his protection priority number one. So here's the big question. Do you think the offensive line was the Chiefs' biggest weakness last season? Drop a comment and let's debate. Alright, we know protecting Mahomes is the top priority. But how do the Chiefs actually fix it? They've already locked in Creed Humphrey with a big contract, but Trey Smith is likely gone, and replacing him won't be easy. Now, here's where things get interesting. One name to watch in free agency is Will Fries. And no, not just because his name sounds like a great side dish. Fries has been a top-level guard for years, and if not for a lower leg injury last season, he'd probably be way out of the Chiefs' price range. But because of that injury, Kansas City might be able to land a tough, physical, top-tier lineman at a discount. That's a huge win when you're trying to protect Mahomes without breaking the bank. So what do you think? Should the Chiefs sign an experienced veteran like Fries, or should they develop a younger player? Vote in the comments. Even if they fix the O-line, there's another issue that could completely change the Chiefs' offense, and it all depends on one man. Let's be real, Travis Kelce isn't just another tight end. He's the heart of this offense. Mahomes and Kelce have built a connection that's nearly impossible to replicate. But here's the problem. Kelce isn't getting any younger. If he decides to retire, the entire offensive identity of this team could change overnight. Think about how much the Chiefs rely on him. Third down. Look for Kelce. Need a clutch play? Take him out of the equation, and suddenly, Mahomes doesn't have his go-to target. The offense would have to adjust in a big way. So what's the backup plan? Internally, Noah Gray has shown flashes, but can he step into Kelce's shoes? Should the Chiefs target a tight end in free agency or the draft? What do you think? If Kelce retires, do the Chiefs still have a legit shot at the Super Bowl? Let me know in the comments. Even if the offense finds a way to adjust, there's another big concern, one that could make or break their season. Offense wins games, but defense wins championships. And right now, the Chiefs have some serious concerns on that side of the ball. Several key defensive players are hitting free agency, which means Kansas City could be facing major holes, especially in the secondary and defensive line. If they don't find the right replacements, stopping elite offenses in the playoffs could become a nightmare. That said, if there's one thing this front office knows how to do, it's rebuild. Brett Veach and Andy Reid have a track record of making smart moves, whether through free agency or the draft. But the pressure is on. So here's the question. Which part of the defense needs the most help, secondary or pass rush? Drop your take in the comments. After everything we've covered, the offensive line, Kelce's future, and the defensive concerns, what's the verdict? Can the Chiefs overcome these challenges and make another Super Bowl run? History says yes. This team has faced adversity before, and as long as Mahomes and Andy Reid are leading the way, they'll always be contenders. The key will be how well they adjust. If they shore up the offensive line, find a way to replace Kelce if needed, and reinforce the defense, they'll be right back in the mix. So what do you think? Will the Chiefs return to the Super Bowl next season? Drop your prediction in the comments. And if you believe in this team, hit that like button and subscribe for all the latest updates.